Doing Crofts, Summer Breeze. Really fun song to jam out on. This is a lesson for a 4-string CBG, and we are tuned to an open G. Low strings of G. Next string is a D. Next string is another G. Next string is a B. Alright, I'm going to go over the chords we're going to be using, then we'll get into the song. First simple chord, I'm just going to do an open G. Strike all the strings open. And later on we're going to augment that G and we'll place our, I use my ring finger. Just put it on the 3rd fret on the B string, strike the rest of them open. We're going to play just a common E chord for 3 or 4 string CBGs. Take our index finger on the 1st fret on the upper G string. Middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. Pinky on the 4th fret on the low G string. And all those open. Sometimes you want to and sometimes you don't, but this time it's good to let the B string ring open with that E chord. Makes it sound nice and full. We're going to play a D chord. Take our index finger on the 2nd fret on the upper G string. Ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. We're going to hit the D string open. We're going to play a common A chord on the 2nd fret. You can hold all 4 down or just a low 3. On this song I like to do all 4. Let's see, we're going to play an A minor 7. We're going to take our index finger on the 1st fret on the B string. We're going to hit the upper G string open. Middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. A minor 7. We're going to go up to a B minor 7. So from that A chord right there, just slide it up. Your index finger is on the 3rd fret. Your middle finger is on the 4th fret. We're still hitting the upper G open. Later on we're going to play this variation of a B and A chord right here. Excuse me. We'll take our index finger on the 5th fret on the B string. Middle finger on the 6th fret on the upper G. Ring finger on the 7th fret on the D string. Okay, now we have an E minor chord. We take our index finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. Ring finger or pinky on the low G string on the 4th fret. And we're going to strike the upper G and the B string open. Alright, I think that's all the chords. If I forgot one, I'll show you when we get there. Alright, let's start the song off. We're going to play that E minor. We're going to single note pick the 2 low strings, the low G and the D string. Now right here, I don't care if you down pick it or up pick it. I up pick it. We're going to and then we're going to go to that A minor 7 chord right here. Just let it ring out for a second. You know, so slowly. And that's how we start the song off, and you go back to that every time after each chorus for the rest of the song, that little chord right there. Okay. I think they do that 6 times before they go into the chorus. I know they do it twice by itself. They do it 4 more times when they're doing this little melody line, and I'm going to show you that a little later along with the other one that I played. So yeah, 6 times. Okay, so now it's time to go into the verse. Verse, we're going to play the E chord. Now I generally strum this like 2 times and then go to the next chord. This part's pretty quick. It's not real quick, but E. You're going to strike the open G. You're going to strike the D. You're going to strike the A chord. And then we're going to strike the E chord again. Now here we're just going to quickly hit this, the A minor 7. So slowly it'd be like this. Then we go right back into that. Now when we go back to the E the second time, we're going to ride it a little longer because we're fixing to go into the chorus. We don't go back to that A minor 7. So I'm going to play all the way through it right before we would go into the chorus. And this verse only goes just 2 times. So. That's how I strum it. Now we're going to go into the chorus, and the chorus goes to that A minor 7, goes up to that B minor 7, back to the A minor 7. Now here's where we're going to hit the open G again, but as I showed earlier, we're going to fret the on the B string on the 3rd fret. Now it involves a little walk down, just like a little blues kind of walk down. Now there's one guitar playing that in the background, and then there's another one playing the other little melody part, which goes. So you pick either one you want to play. If you have 2 people jamming, one can play one, the other one can play the other. To me, when you're listening to the song, they get a little more funky right here with their picking, but the A minor 7, that's how I pick it. Then we're going to move up to that B minor 7, do the same strumming pattern. back to the A minor 7. Then we go to that G. They kind of picked that a little more slower right there, but you can pick it however you want. You know, you don't have to strum these things like I'm showing you. Sometimes it's a little more free strumming, and I just do it, you know, unless it's real technically needs to be strummed a certain way. You know, I'm more just free on a CBG. You know, it's just more fun, you know, however you want to do it. But we're going to go to the A minor 7. Now right here, I'm going to show you the little walk down, the first one. Along you were just strumming the G. Keep fretting the B string on the 3rd fret. We're going to strike the low G string open and strike that note on the B string on the 3rd fret. Now take your middle finger and on the 3rd fret on the D string and strike that note again. Then you take your index finger and walk it down to the 2nd fret on the D string. Same thing. Again, strike the note right here. And now strike the D string open and strike that note again. So slowly. Yeah, it's kind of like a little bluesy walk down, you know. You can use that in your own songs. It's a very common thing. Common little riff there. You know, it's kind of similar to you know, it's just a little bluesy walk. And then we're going right back into that A minor 7, into that chorus riff again. Now you can play that again and go back into your next riff, which is the opening riff. Or you can play this part right here that I'm going to show you that, well, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if that's a guitar or keyboards or what that is. I just hear the melody when I'm listening. But what we're going to do, this all involves the B string and the upper G string. So the melody is but if you're playing it by yourself, those little single notes just kind of ruins the flow of the song to me, because you're playing these open chords and stuff, and then you're... So to make it more interesting on a CBG, to me, now they're playing the single notes on the actual song, but for a CBG, I like to just strum an open G, because it just brings it in to that little riff right there. And when you strum that open G, that last note you hit is that B string right there, which is the first note you need for that riff. So it makes it more full sounding if you do it like this. And I let those lower 3 strings ring open when I'm playing that. So, you know, just remember the little melody is nothing but, well, we're going B string open, for index finger 1st fret B string, 3rd fret B string, walk it back down to the 1st fret B string, hit the B string open, then hit the upper G string open. So, but using the open G to come into it just makes it sound a lot more full, especially if you just let those lower strings ring out. Now, what I like to do, we're going to do that 2 times. The first time, I like to do the and then do this one the second time before we go back into the intro riff before the 2nd verse. So I'm going to play through the entire chorus real slowly, and I want to use both of those just the way I showed you, but you can use either one of those each time. You know, if you're by yourself and you don't want to do the, you can just do the each time. It's up to you. So here we go. That's it for the chorus. Now right here we go back into the intro 4 times. You can either play just the four times, or you can play, I'm going to show you the little melody. You can play this now coming out of that chorus, this little part right here, it starts right off with that chord. Like in the beginning of the song, this goes 2 times by itself. After this chorus, they both start at the same time. So that little melody is, so your index finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. You got really long fingers, yeah, use your ring finger or pinky on the 5th fret on the D string. And then we're going to come up to the 7th fret on the upper G string and walk it down to the 4th fret on the upper G string, like this. Now, take your pinky or ring finger and you're going to come back down the 7th fret to the D string. You're going to walk it down to the 5th fret, to the 4th fret, to the 2nd fret, and we're going to hit the D string open, and then strike the 2nd fret on the D string again. So slowly. Now, there's a couple little pauses in these little notes here, so be aware of that. And that's it. It just goes back, and now there's a bridge in there somewhere. It's towards the middle of the song, I think. I don't know if it's after the 2nd verse and chorus or the 1st, but it's where he starts singing when he gets home, she's always there or something. But yeah, or now you can come up to the 5th fret, and I like actually using these chords right here instead of the A minor 7 and the B minor 7. They just sound good when you're playing along with the song. You can come up to the 5th and 7th fret and just hold down the D, upper G, and the B strings. But if you don't want to use these, you can just use the A minor 7 down here and the B minor 7. So. Now, as soon as we stop on this chord, we're going to go right back into the verse. So go right back to that E chord. So yeah, just like that. So again, I'm going to play through the entire thing real quickly. I'm not going to play the entire intro and all that. But when you're listening to the song, you know where all these little parts go now. So I'm going to do that. I'll do like 2 of the intro, and then the verse, to the chorus, to the little intro break again, and then into that one part that the last thing I showed you. So, here we go. Where you want to play. So yeah, now we go right back into that little bridge. And that is the entire song. It just goes back to the verse and plays the chorus and just fades out with the chorus. So it's a really awesome song. And be aware now that it's really hard, like a lot of the old songs, the old reel tapes, they would speed them up, slow them down. Sometimes they would drag. They all sound out of tune on the original recordings. But there is a video on YouTube. Just search for the name of the song and put in 440 Hertz standard tuning, and the video will come up and you can easily play along with it, just how I showed you how to play it. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'll get back soon with another one. Thanks for watching.